Anyway, it's a gift in honor of the many tragedies suffered by the people of El Salvador and those in exile in this country and others. It also affirms Augustana's continuing commitment to the El Salvadorian community and its people throughout the world. As many of you know, we went to act as observers in their March 9th runoff presidential election. As observers, we went to polling stations in teams from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m., both to observe procedures and the way they resolved conflicts, such as challenges to individual votes, and to report any disruptions, which, thank goodness, we didn't really see any. There were some, but not at our precincts. That's because we're so big. And while we were there, we were introduced to the recent history of violence in El Salvador. And after decades of violence under military rule, they experienced an assassination of an Archbishop, Romero, the murder of 6 Jesuit priests and their 2 housekeepers, and 4 American nuns, and not to mention almost 80,000 civilians were killed during that time. The cross is the work of Salvadoran artist Fernando Yort and celebrates the people and the bounty of El Salvador. It reproduces images from a rather festive tiled mural that adorned the front of the Cathedral of the Savior in San Salvador. After a very short while, the Archbishop ordered it taken down because he thought it was unsafe, and it was reduced to a big pile of rubble. That consisted of 2,700 panels of colored glass, 10 by 10 inches, and from the pictures, it looked pretty spectacular. Now, that's represented in the cross here, and it's all Salvadoran imagery. You probably can't see it from a distance, but at the bottom, there's 2 figures that represent the archangels that are at the foundation of El Salvador society. Above that are the campesinos and campesinas, a woman and man, both of which are the same identical size, so they represent the relative equality of importance in the society. And above the man are a machete and the corn and a lot of the crops that men work in the fields to harvest. And on the right is a cornucopia of fruit above the woman who prepares the table. There's other images in this. I wish I had a portable. In the middle, there is a little archway, and it has a circle that's actually the first initial of Oscar Romero, and it serves as both the eye of God. It also represents the eye of God and the voice of the people that he became. And underneath that is something that looks like an R. So his initials are celebrated there. The other imagery at the very, very top line, there are 12 images representing the 12 tribes of Jerusalem and the 12 apostles.